this is my budget mermail build, which I will be upgrading a little bit eventually, which this is basically what the channel is going to be on. So this is my budget deck. I've been adding on to it for a while. I thought maybe towards the end stretch, I will keep you guys filled in. So for the main play starters, and I would say probably the best cards in the deck, they're not all play starters, is the 3 Deep Sea Diva. These are staple. Brings out your Prince. Prince will send Dragoons, which is another very good card. And now for the Dragoons. This is the best card in the deck, in my opinion, for the main deck at least. This card makes everything go through. It searches. It's amazing. Now on to the next, probably like besides like the play starters, the next best card probably in the deck would be Moon Glacier. Moon Glacier is one of the big reasons this deck is very strong. And besides being able to take advantage of other, like it can take advantage of like the Halki Fiber X Ninja, but we'll get into that in a bit. So Moon Glacier, probably the best like card that's not like a combo piece or something that comes from Christian Halki Fiber X. This is probably it. Plus 2 cards out of the hand is insane. Fishborg Launcher, just like Deathspark 001. I like it. I will be getting a copy of Deathspark 001 as well for the send from Christian Halki Fiber X, which we'll get into that card later. But Fishborg Launcher, very strong card. Next, we got my least favorite cards in the deck. I hate, if I didn't have to play, that'll be for next. But these 3. This one is only good for, if you open it and then you put, like you have like Diva or like something else like that you can summon with it, with its other, but it's so bad. I would recommend like you only get like one of these guys, or you can get 3 Dragoons, but I only have 1. I only have 2 because this is a budget deck, and I will be getting my 3rd copy soon though. But these cards very, very weak. Which I forgot to go into Marksman. Marksman, it's a pretty sure it's a spell and trap removal. I'd rarely go into this card. Yeah, target 1 set card, so yeah, spell and trap removal really. Which it's not even very good set spell and trap because no one's really setting cards face down really. And if you're playing, it's a deck that sets cards face down, like Crawlers is the only one I can think of right now. Maybe Shadalls, but most of the time they won't set their cards face down. And on that deck you should be anyways. So this card, you're not going to want this card really. If you're a budget player, yes, have it, but it's not very strong. These 2. Now these 2, if you want a big beater on board, you get this guy. There's a play with this. This guy is for bricky hands. Good way to get rid of your Dragoons from hand if you draw it in your opening hand. This gun, very strong. Can revive a mermail if it's sent for cost of. So these are the guys you probably want. Which one of these guys plus your Fishborg Launcher from earlier is what's it called, a level 8 Synchro, which is very strong. So this guy, I play him, but I'm gonna remove this one, and later on, I like Megalo a lot more. Even though Megalo takes 2 costs, many people don't. I didn't realize this actually at first. It's a fish. No, it's an aqua. Sorry. Yeah, I thought it was a fish because I'm getting confused with White Stingray, which I will be adding. I just don't have it right now. It's one of the new additions. But yeah, it's not searchable from Dragoons. Megalo, you get your Mizuchi Scale, which is a spell negate, which is very strong. And it's got 2,400 attack, and this guy only has 1,700. So it's better with that as well. Lapis Dragon, it's one of the cards you want to add off Atlantean Prince if you don't get your diva. So like, let's say you just draw Atlantean Prince, you need this if you want to make Christian Hulky Fibrax. Now to our, well, I guess there are more cards than just the hand traps. I guess I structured this wrong. So these 3 Ash Blossoms. Ash Blossoms are very, I would prioritize like hand traps. I know people like Bishire say you shouldn't, but that's probably one of my favorite YouTubers right now. I say you should prioritize on the main part, but hand traps you're gonna use in every deck, even if you quit playing the deck you like right now. Like if I were to just get rid of these cards, I would still have my hand traps that I can just splash into any deck. So, okay, Swap Frog and Ronin Totem. So I play Ronin Totem just because it's a free body and you sometimes make it, especially since Swap Frog, it sends so I can send this guy from deck to grave. So when I do like link Swap Frog off, I can make Ronin Totem. At least I think I'm getting that right. Just so, because let me read this real quick. Yeah, I was right. Sorry. I just had some doubt right when I said that. Like, am I sure? Because I don't play Ronin Tournament. My build I'm testing on dueling. But so Monster 1, just it's good to have 1 copy. Also, Prismatic Secret. If you're gonna get one, spend the extra money and get the Prismatic Secret Rare. It looks so nice. You can't really. It's not doing it justice on camera, but it's amazing. It's Caught by the Grave. It's like, it's probably one of the best ways to get through, because with other decks having to have so many hand traps for Adamantipator and now the Dragon Link FTK, people are going to have hand traps a lot in their main deck, so you need to be able to get rid of those. Mizuchi skill for Megalo. So then, Paw Desires is this card. Well, I know some people don't like it in the deck, but I do personally. So Paw Desires can get you into some of your, like if you draw bad hands. 2 more of Moray of Greed. Need for bricky hands, be able to get you through. Twin Twister, just in case we play against one of those matchups with back row decks like Altergeist or Mystic Mind Burn. I don't see that a lot, but sometimes it happens. You gotta get rid of that. Plus, you can send Dragons as well, like where you can pop your own 1-for-1 to get if you have a really bricky hand, and this to send Dragons if you can't send it, like if you have got another bricky hand. Now, into the Xyz. Fist Dweller. This card is amazing. Ooh. I've had people playing Salads that will just give up when I drop this. It's not if I go first. This card is amazing. You need this card. It's splashable in so many decks. Bahamut Shark to get Toad. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now for Synchros, we play 5 right now. Scarlight. It's just wipes a board if you need to. Stardust. It's Stardust. Great card. I don't see this card as much as I used to. Bionic Dragon of the Ice Bearer. It's a low level Synchro. We'll be replacing this with Desert Locust once I get that in the mail. Black Rose. It's a Dark Hole and a Heavy Storm combined. What can I say? If you need to get rid of something, like a board, great card for that. This Christian Quandex. Have it in here in case I ever need it, really. And also, if I somehow leave Christian Hulky Fibrax on the board, that's what I do with it. So now, these. Sometimes I find myself needing an extra, like 1 water in the grave, which that's why I have these two. Just want to get those out of the way. Got these two. I pulled both of them. That's why they're in here. Probably would try to find a better version for these. If I need an extra water, just throw these in the grave. Throw water in the grave, make one of these from Moon Glacier. Borlid. I don't have Voral Sword and I need something to close out games. Don't have a card that can put out a lot big damage to that. Rishon Halki Fibrex. I pulled this, but even if I didn't pull this is one of the best cards right now. Probably the best card of the game right now, this card. And every deck it goes into, it's a powerhouse. So I used Skull Dread. I pulled this out of my first ever Mega 10. I think it was 2018. That was my first ever 10 where I was first getting back into the game because I played this game when I was younger. Then I got back into it. Phoenix. This is why I don't need infantry. Infantry is good and all, but like, which is good in a pinch. But Phoenix will be the one doing heavy damage to back row decks. And Abyssalacia, just because you always gotta play your Abyssalacia mermails. Thank you for like your time, guys, and I hope you guys come back to see more of my content. I probably won't always just post Mermail Atlantean, so I'll be going over other decks I'm into, and a lot of decks will be budget friendly. So keep that in mind. Probably next deck that I've been looking that I like there's 3. I like dinosaurs, which dinosaur structure decks back. So see that. Thunder Chaos, or like Light Soaring Chaos, some Chaos variant. I like a lot of those. I think they're cool. Rockets, because I got 3 rocket structure decks. Might do something with that. Maybe play with the Crusadia OTK, and like Guard Dragon Crusadia with the rockets and stuff, or just pure rocket Guard Dragon, Rocket Guard Dragon, and then Goki. I really like Gokis. I was thinking about doing it. Plus they're cheap. So yeah. So thank you guys. Signing up.